Today is a very special day because this is the day when I get to drive the all-new Ford Focus ST. In fact, it's about the first time anyone outside of Ford has been allowed to drive it. It follows on from the old model, which justifiably attained something of a cult status when it was introduced. But this time, things are just a little bit different. Out goes the 2.5-litre 5-cylinder turbo from the old car, and in its place sits a turbocharged 2-litre engine developed from the one in the Ford Mondeo. That doesn't sound like the most promising start, but with 247 brake horsepower on offer, it's got all the performance credentials a hot hatch should have. But as any Focus ST owner will tell you, this is a car that's not just about power and performance. What about that famous 5-cylinder warble from the old car? Well, in short, it's gone. But the good news is it's been replaced by something just as good. If you take the engine anything over 3,500 RPM, you get this really hard-edged, bassy growl. It's a really effective valve in the exhaust which pipes engine noise back through into the cabin. Ford has said that with the Focus ST the main aim isn't raw speed, but it does feel quick enough. The acceleration from 0 to 62 miles an hour should take around 6.5 seconds, and from behind the wheel it does feel every bit that fast. Now, you'd expect with all that performance there could be a fair amount of torque steer, but this car has a clever electrical system. It's not mechanical like the old Focus RS. It's just a simple piece of software that works with the electric power steering, and it just dials out all that torque steer before it ever reaches your hands. So if raw speed isn't the main aim of the Focus ST, what is? Apparently it's handling, agility and everyday usability. The ST rides 10mm lower than a standard Focus, gets new springs and dampers, and there's a new torque vectoring control system too. And all of those things help give you real confidence barrelling into the corners. It corners nice and flat, there's plenty of grip, and if the inside wheel should lose traction, then all the power gets delivered to the outside wheel to help slingshot you through the corners. And all those changes to the suspension have firmed up the ride a little bit. Think stiffer than a Golf GTI, but then not quite as firm as a Renault Sport Megane, and you'll be about there. But firmness is only one aspect of ride quality, and judging by this drive so far, it actually seems to ride better than the both of those, but a back-to-back drive would probably be the real test for that. So, it handles well, it rides well, and it's even 20% more efficient than the old Focus ST. There's no garish orange paintwork just yet, but in every other way, the new model refreshes the spirit of the old car for the modern day in exactly the way that everyone wanted it to. Available from early summer, it should cost around £22,000, and that's a bit of a bargain considering this car is certain to be a fast forward legend just like the old Focus ST.